Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a first impressions. I know I just did a first impressions, but this is actually on a new brand that I found at Walmart. It was the first thing when I walked into Walmart and I was like, oh my gosh. And it's actually a Korean makeup brand, which I'm super duper excited about. They didn't have that many things to choose from, so I just picked one of each thing that I could use. So I'm going to test it out for you today. I have 3 items that I can actually test out on camera today and then an extra item. Anyways, if you're excited about these first impressions, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and let's get started. Alright, so the brand that I am actually going to be testing out is called LALAFOX, and it is a Korean makeup brand. First thing that I picked up was this face mask variety. It has 8 masks plus a bonus mask, so 9 masks. Features a variety of moisturizing, nourishing, brightening, and pore tightening daily sheet masks that enhances the natural health glow of all skin types. So I'm gonna open it. It comes in this cute little pack. See the types of masks that we get. The pack comes with 2 pearl brightening masks, 2 milk moisturizing masks, 2 nourishing honey masks, and 3 charcoal pore care masks. And this was $12 at my Walmart, so 9 masks for $12 I don't think is bad. Obviously, I haven't had time to test any of them out because I literally just bought them. I wasn't planning on doing a first impressions, but when I saw this, I was like, I have to. So I will definitely test these out and maybe do an update video later. But let's keep moving. As you can see, I don't have anything done on my face, just eyeshadow. The other things that I picked up were a foundation, a lipstick, and a brow pencil. So I'm going to start with the foundation. I've already primed my face, and this is their second skin foundation, and I have the color Petal Beige, which looks very light according to this, but on the display it looked like it might match. Hopefully it does. They had this one and a cushion foundation, but I've never been fond of cushion foundations. Maybe if I like this, I will check out their cushion foundation. Let me pull my hair back. So I just pulled my hair back, and I don't have anything on my face besides primer. So let's see. It comes with a pump, which is nice. And this is it feels a very lightweight packaging. It actually looks kind of thick. I don't know if you can see. And the color doesn't look bad. So I'm going to do this half of my face with a sponge and this half of my face with a brush, just to see how they perform. It kind of smells like Rimmel foundations, if you've ever used a Rimmel foundation. Alright, so I'm going to go on in with a brush on this side. I don't really like the way this looks with a brush. It kind of is like choppy with the brush. I'm going to try my L'Oreal sponge on this side. It's looking a little heavy on my forehead. I don't like the way it looked with the brush, so I'm just going to try to go over it again with my sponge. That's what the foundation is looking like right now. I definitely think the sponge is the way to go. I would say just skip altogether the brush. It looks okay. It's a little cakey. The color is nice. Actually, like my skin tone. I'm going to try to build up my cheeks just a little bit. I still see some red poking through, and I want to see if I can build this foundation up. So that is what the foundation is looking like built up. It doesn't have full coverage. I would say it's a solid medium coverage. And it does look like it might be oxidizing right now. A satin matte finish, I would say. It looks a little more dewy in the camera than it does in person. It is drying down just a little bit. I don't know if I should set this one yet or not. I'm going to put my concealer on and come back and let you guys know if I'm going to set this or not. Go ahead and do that and I will be right back. Okay, so I did end up setting my face using my Coty Airspun powder. And I did put bronzer and blush and highlight on. And everything went on okay. This foundation's actually itching me right now. I think that happens when there's SPF in the foundation. There's nothing on here that says SPF or anything like that. Buildable for extra coverage. It's supposed to give you a smooth, flawless finish. I think it looks good, but it is emphasizing my pores just a little bit, like right here. And right here actually looks more like the color on the display definitely don't go by this. If you take off the packaging, there's nothing on the actual foundation bottle besides this. And then it says Second Skin Foundation in Petal Beige at the bottom, and it actually has an expiration date on the bottom for you, which is nice. But if you throw the packaging away, there's nothing really for you to know what's in the product. And I don't really like that. I like for the ingredients and stuff to be printed on the product, just so I always have it with me, because I'm not going to always remember that this is a water-based foundation or a silicone-based foundation. And when I use primers, I need to know if it's silicone-based or a water-based foundation that I'm working with. That way they don't counteract each other. So I don't like the packaging of this very much. I would prefer it printed on the actual tube. But you are actually getting 1.01 fluid ounces, and this was $10. So the next thing I have is actually a brow pencil. This is the Drawing Brow Pencil in brown, and this is what the packaging looks like. I like the little fox design on the front. It's super cute. And it says Autofill Brow Pencil with built-in spoolie, draws natural looking eyebrow. Okay, just one eyebrow, not two. Use light feathery strokes to fill in brows and spoolie to blend and shape brows. Okay, and I got the shade brown. This is what the actual pencil looks like. It has the emblem on the front, and then it says Drawing Brow Pencil in brown. This is the spoolie, and that is what the pencil looks like. It's a weird shape, but we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna try to do my eyebrows on camera, which is very difficult for me, but we're gonna try to make this work. It's kind of chalky. I think this pencil is way too dry. You have to push really hard to get any kind of color on this pencil. I mean, the color is showing up, it's just not the greatest. Okay, so that's what the brows are looking like. It's okay. It's a dry formula, and it takes some work. Like, my hairs came out with the pencil. I don't know if you guys can see. And you got to keep working with it to kind of heat it up. But the color is actually a good color match for me, and it doesn't look awful. It's workable. It's doable. But I don't think it's the best pencil in the world. For me, the e.l.f. one is way better. It's much more creamy, but I think my eyebrows look good. So, I don't know, it depends on if you like a more stiff formula or a more creamy formula, because this is definitely not a creamy formula. Even if I warm it up, it's still a very dry formula. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eyes and my face, and then I'll come back to apply the lipstick, which is the last product that I have to share with you guys. Now I'm going to try out this lipstick for you. They did have a matte formula and a glossy formula. I got the glossy formula because I don't like matte lipsticks very much, so I tend to stay away from them. This is their Color Fix lipstick in glossy, and I got #John. It's like a peachy nude. It looks red right here, but it's definitely not red. It's more of like a nude orange than a red, but the sticker shows red. So make sure that you look at the actual display and not at the product, because you will be totally confused, disappointed, all of that. All right, so let's test it out. Okay, so that is what the lipstick looks like. It's definitely more of a sheer formula. You're not gonna get a lot of color payout with these. Well, with this one anyways. It's almost like your lips, but better sort of color. I wish I would have gotten more to test out for you. The other colors I really didn't think I would enjoy. This is the only one that was sort of up my alley. The other ones were very rosy pink, and I tend not to like those colors. But it is a very creamy, moisturizing formula. It looks like my lips, but better with a little bit of a suntan. You know what I mean? That is it for the products that I got. I'm sorry this was so limited. They didn't really have a huge selection of things for me to try out. But when I saw this new brand, I was like, oh my God, I have to try out something, because I had to. So I'll give you a rundown. I really like the lipstick. It is really comfortable to wear. It's not breaking up weird or getting on my teeth. I really like the color. Although it's not that pigmented, I I like it. And I like that it's very glossy. Like, this is a glossy lipstick. They named it what it is. And I really like the color. As far as the foundation goes, it looks really pretty. I think the more that it heats up with my skin, the more I like it. A little cakey right here, but I'm gonna wear it throughout the day and I'll do a final check-in at the end of the day. I'm gonna try to wear it for 8 hours and see how it goes. And the eyebrow pencil is not my favorite, but it's workable. Let's see how it lasts throughout the day, and I will update you at the end of the day. Hi guys, so by the time I finished my foundation and everything, it was 11:30. So I'm gonna call the first check-in 11:30. It is now 3:48, so it's been on for about 4.5, almost 5 hours. It is a little cakey right here in the center of my forehead. I'm not hating this foundation. The color is actually a perfect match. I would say it darkens like not even half a shade. It just darkens a little bit. Something to be aware of. Maybe if you can, swatch it in the store, walk around for a little bit and see if it still matches your skin tone. But for me, it's actually a really good color match. It's looking really pretty. It hasn't broken down anywhere. Lipstick looks pretty good. It's not the most long wearing lipstick, but when it fades, all it's left is like a nice sheen. The Glossy, even now, I like reapplied it an hour ago. The gloss is just slightly going away, but it's still very moisturizing, and you feel that moisturization throughout the time that you're wearing it. I'm enjoying this lipstick a lot. It's really pretty. It's very comfortable, and it fades pretty. The eyebrows are holding up. I also took a flash photo for you guys. I can insert it here. It doesn't really have any flashback that I can see. I think as long as you set it with a translucent powder that doesn't give flashback, you'll be fine. Yeah, I think this foundation looks super natural on the skin, and I really like the lip color. I will check in a couple hours and let you know what my final thoughts are. Hi guys, so this is what the foundation is looking like right now. It is 9:47, so it's been on for like 10 hours, 11 hours. Math is not my strong point, but the foundation looks good. I have a few issues. It transfers a lot, so be careful not to touch your face. It transferred off my nose. I don't know how well you guys can see, like right here. See, this was when I was rubbing it, because my nose is running for whatever reason. But everything else looks good. It is a little cakey, like right here. You can see my pores a little bit more now. Between like 30 minutes to about 2 hours ago, my foundation looked flawless. I think it just took a while for the foundation to really heat up and sink into the skin, but when it did, it looked beautiful. I looked airbrushed. Like, I kept catching myself in the mirror and I was like, wow, my foundation looks really good. Within the last hour and a half, I noticed that it started to dry up a little bit more. If I go far away, it's okay. If I close up, you can definitely see my pores a lot. I did not use a pore filling primer. Maybe next time I will try that. It looks really good. I think out of 5, I would probably give this a 4. I really liked it. Like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror over there and it looks pretty. Up close, it's not that great. So the transfer thing, it definitely transfers, so be careful with that. I think if you have oily skin and you're like blotting your face, this might not be the best option for you, because once it kind of comes off, your skin definitely pokes through. I think if you have dry skin, this might work for you. It does feel a bit drying, but not horrible. It reminds me of the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation if I were to compare it to something, but I think that this one lasts a little bit longer and my skin looks more flawless. But that one does have more coverage, so that's kind of a toss-up. Once it heats up to your skin, it looks beautiful. I am ready for bed. I am so tired. I'm ready to just take this makeup off and take a shower. I will see you guys another day. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Beiges. It is, or anything like that around I can see. And I do. Let's definitely go by the dip. I still see some red pulling through. Poke, tore tightening. I don't know why they had to do that. But this is the one I got anyway. So let me.